A man from Uzbekistan, another fighter from Eastern Europe, Asia, depending on your point of view. But very strong words once again. I want this belt. Two absolute mountains about to go head-to-head in the Ares Arena.
Yeah, the big question will be, can he, prevent himself from being on his back? And if he's on his back, can he continue to get back to his feet? Because that's what Slim will look to do to him over and over and over and over again. But he's a big, powerful, scary dude who's been competing in all sorts of martial arts his whole life.
And that's the thing, that his game plan is usually to press his opponents against the cage, take them down, and ground and pound them to the decision, or to the victory, to the stoppage. But how is he going to do that against an Olympic wrestler? That's the question. That he's going to be a very difficult problem for him to solve, because it's somebody who's in his own game plan very advanced in that situation. But when it comes to MMA, does he have something a little bit different that takes away from the natural wrestling that Slim might be able to use or to defend?
Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. If instead of zapping the space and closing the gap and squishing Slim against the fence, he moves his feet, invites Slim towards him, throws uppercuts and knees, it will look very different than he's fought often. But that may be the best approach, so it's tricky. It's a very tricky one.
His last 3 fights over the course of a year and a half have not gone past the first round. 3 finishes. He's just, he means business. He said to us yesterday, didn't he, Veronica? That
he's an all-around fighter, as it says here. He's very complete. I mean, we're seeing almost identical height, almost identical reach. A little bit more reach for Slim, a little bit more height for Nuftalev, but...
We are set for our co-featured bout of the evening, scheduled for 5 explosive rounds for the vacant Ares Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the man fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler. He stands 186 centimeters, 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 107.4 kilograms, 237 pounds. His record 4-0, representing Tunisia, Slim the Poison Trabelsi. His opponent awaits and fights out of the red corner. An all-rounder, he stands 188 centimeters, 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, 109.3 kilograms, 241 pounds. His professional record, outstanding at 9-0, fighting out of Uzbekistan, Azamat Dragon Nuftalayev. Your referee, Mark Goddard.
All the way back to RS1, the co-main event was also a heavyweight. It was also a wrestler against a striker, and we know how epic that fight was. Here we go.
Fast start, apparently, straight into action.
Slim Trabelsi fired first, but a very powerful kick.
So you notice?
From Nuftalayev. Trabelsi comes firing back.
There goes that really low takedown where he's switching the angle. Look how he's grabbing the knee, but also the ankle. And now he's going to look to lift and use his legs to sweep. Is he going to get reversed?
Smart.
Oh, nice.
Slim has never been here.
Mounted here. Surrenders his back, Trabelsi.
That was beautiful defense.
And even sort of rolling with it, accepting the offense and adding offense of your own. Slim has never been here in a professional fight.
And it's 30 seconds into the fight that he was able to get his back. Wow, he is looking incredible tonight.
All-arounder is right. He was backing up, striking. Slim was punching on the kicks. Slim initiated the low takedown. And Nuftalayev clearly had prepared to go offense versus offense on the takedown. Not defend the takedown, accept the takedown and enhance the movement and end up on top.
And now Trabelsi has to show all of his wrestling skills to resist here and try and fashion something out of nothing. I mean, considering how fast this has started, it's worth reminding it is 5 rounds, not 3. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to see this pace throughout the 5.
Especially from heavyweights.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of exertion of energy right now.
Slim is Slim's a great name for a big fighter, but Calm Trabelski would also be a pretty good name. Like, he's very, very relaxed.
Yeah, he's not fully under the neck right now, under the chin, but he is getting deeper. It is getting lower. And now he's on his jaw. That's not a good sign.
He's on the jaw.
He's trying to fight that hook.
Slim kicks off.
Job, but if he gets flattened now or reversed.
So you can choke a man unconscious on the jaw, right? We've seen it before. The blood flows through there too, and you see the color
Damian Maia broke somebody's chin with it. Just blood was starting to come out. It is nasty, especially with these heavyweights that are so strong.
Nope, but Slim fights through it. Still a man on his back, though. Slim's never been here before, but he is doing well considering.
Such a dominant wrestler, that's what we've seen, and yet for the moment he's being outmaneuvered, outplayed at his own game.
So he's trying to kick that leg so he's freeing himself from that hook, but Nurmagomedov is smart about it and returns to the side.
Slim's on top.
And he's looking to trap the leg.
It's going to be real
arm, sorry.
It's going to be real vicious when he's on top here. Your job now, when the other man has owned those minutes, is to brutalize him on top if you can.
Midway through this opening round. Here's some of those shots Robin was talking about. They're not quite the most vicious yet.
For Slim to go through those minutes is the most important few minutes of his career so far. To go through those minutes against a guy like Nurmagomedov in that much danger early in a championship fight, this is the most important experience he's ever got.
He's using the cage to try and turn around, like Big Guy did earlier in the fight.
Might get punched.
Earlier in the card.
He's trying to get rid of that left arm, Slim, and he's trapped it again.
You can submit a man if you can get that arm. You can submit him with your legs, but instead he just wants to hang on to him, hold the position, and brutalize him.
Look at the noise it made when they shifted.
That's the noise of the head hitting the mat. So the force of your elbow goes through the head and it hits the mat.
They're good shots from Slim Trabelsi. Nice
good body shots,
well,
right to the liver.
And he's posting his hand on Nurmagomedov's face, and now he's using his forearm, just really pressuring, and when he releases, he goes into an elbow.
Those elbows are so vicious, aren't they?
And he's being...
Imavov in particular loves those elbows.
He's got a great balance between aggression and patience here. Because a minute's a long time. You know, you can take your time, get the position, frame out properly, attack the organs. And now he's going to ride the wrist here. Yeah, this is a bad spot. And that's what patience gets you. You offer a man a little bit of a release. He can escape to this one side. And then when he takes it, you attack him.
Hammer blows there, raining hard. Azamat looking to scramble away. Sorry, Veronica.
Nurmagomedov actually has a draw against Prosenko, one of the fighters that fought in Aries card, and he was just taken down and he was not able to get himself back up. The referee had to stand him up. So this is a very dangerous situation he finds himself in, because that fight was not that long ago. And against somebody who's such a good wrestler that's just controlling him, just standing up.
Stood up this time.
Well, because
he took a lot, though.
Yeah, he's just released and just started punching.
Yeah, Slim had
big kicks.
With the time left, that if you let him up, you could get some big shots on him.
Nice right.
They're both trading.
Hook versus hook.
Well, there you go. What a first round. Worthy of a belt championship fight.
Great first round for Slim. Again, not just that he was able to do more with the second half of the round, but the dealing with that threat, fight-ending threats in the first half of it, and then coming back to do the damage. That's an impressive round. This is offense being harnessed and adding more offense.
Oh, there's all this ice now that's fallen.
So that can be sometimes on purpose.
That's not good when Mark got out in the cage.
Sometimes a corner...
Is he mic'd?
Please no, I don't think we mic him anymore after some of the things we've heard elicited. But when sometimes the ice is thrown semi-intentionally,
to delay
by the corner to give you an extra 10, 15, 20 seconds when you got a heavyweight.
Beautiful work by Slim trying to cut you off in these replays, because he's just landed great strikes after having his opponent on his back, be able to come back from that and end the round just so strong.
Are we expecting Slim to come out very fast here and try and take advantage of how tired?
You got to be real careful, both men. So Slim's deep.
Take down immediately, though.
That was really easy for him.
Yeah, and Nuftilaev's mouth is wide open, grimacing with every shot.
He also faked a hand touch to a punch.
But the risk of those first few punches exchanged, that's a risk you're willing to take when the reward is you're on top for 4 minutes and 35 seconds.
There's half guard here, but Trabelsi's looking to pass it fully.
There is a real chance that if Trabelsi gets clean on top and a mount to the back early in this round, that now side control,
Yes.
that he finds a way to get it finished. He's just so vicious on top, and to come back from that position and now be out front like this, it's very invigorating.
Trying to trust that arm with his knee. It was really nice the way he did it.
Yeah, he's done it now. He's completely free to hit.
So those two exertions, those two explosions by Nuftilaev to get out, those hurt him too. Those explosions hurt Nuftilaev because he's going to be even slower now, and he goes right back to that position.
And the arm's trapped again. Yeah, and now it's the elbows. There's free reign for the elbows.
So he's making him work to escape, which will hurt him.
He's doing a great job at controlling the hips as well during these whole transitions. Now he went
Brutalized.
under his armpit, so he's able to land more, and it's a lot more difficult to get your opponent to get out from this north-south position when that happens.
And he's made him fight the position multiple times and then just drove the point of his elbow literally through his spleen. So
Now it's the elbow free on the face. He's
Right back.
blocked the arm again, and I don't think he's going to be able to get out of this one here.
if he does, it's going to sap him even more. So the referees will often stop the fight in this position if you buck 3, 4, 5 times and can't escape. They won't wait for you to get knocked unconscious.
Fingers out, his finger is
Fingers
trapped.
out of the glove.
His
There's a
finger is
warning.
trapped. Relax. Wait.
Trapped.
Keep still. His finger
Slim
is
said he
trapped.
doesn't want to let go.
Keep
No, it's
still.
trapped.
Hold on. Hold on. His finger is trapped. Back on. Let's go.
There. So the finger was trapped, so Mark took the moment to separate that. Now back with the elbow
Yeah.
to the...
That's a good spot by him as well.
Yeah, very good. But he's one of the best, and there's a reason, and that's why.
Of course.
When he gets that crucifix a fourth time or a fifth time, at one of these points he'll force Mark to stop the count.
These are heavy blows raining down.
Mark's already
Nuftilaev.
firing warnings.
Yeah.
As he should. It's a vicious...
Now the hammer blows. Nuftilaev looking to stand, but perhaps the choke could be on if he makes a mistake.
Even if he stands, man, he is going to be fatigued. He's being
Circles
made
towards
to
the
work.
back.
Yeah. Surrender
he's
the
gonna
back
rip
here.
that
Now
out
tries
again.
to get the arm. He's just going to open for more shots, and he's going under the armpit.
Under the armpit, around the shoulder, under the armpit, around the shoulder, whatever's there. Then he'll ride the wrist, pull him down again, each time fatiguing you more, each time battering you more. This thing's going to end here, I think.
Yeah. It's not looking great for Nuftilaev.
That might be that Mark just yelled, you have to move, and he moved. Eventually, he won't be able to, right?
Still battering him, though. There's still just over a minute and a half to go.
Slim is doing a great job at also using pressure with his hips.
These are vicious uppercuts here. There was 2 in a row. Now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's not defending himself here, Nuftilaev.
By trying to get to your feet, that is considered improving your position.
Grabbing hold of the cage as well. He's a little bit out on his feet, and now he's taken down. And he's out.
He's
He's out.
scrambled, but he just doesn't have the energy
He's out.
anymore.
They got to stop. Mark will stop this.
It's finished. It's over. It's over. It's over. Slim Trabelsi is the new Ares Fighting Championship heavyweight champion.
That was from minute 3 of round 1. That was vicious domination after having to survive the danger in round 1. That is a brilliant performance by a brilliant heavyweight.
Absolutely sensational. I'll be going to speak with Slim in just a few moments, but I think Nuftilaev's corner wasn't happy with the stoppage, but I don't think there was anything wrong with that. He was getting pounded, he was out.
And when they had the little sort of, quote, scramble at the end there, Nuftilaev couldn't even move from his back. He wanted to, his body just physically wouldn't allow him to do it, so Mark did the right thing. We could see it from here. You have to protect a man who cannot protect himself.
Absolutely. Looks like Simon's gone up to interview the new heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Once the winners get officially announced. But as it was a stoppage, we all know who won.
Slim will like the sound
All
of
right, what
that.
you waiting
New
for?
heavyweight champion. You know, this has been his goal progressively. He was training with Ngannou in the early days, then with Gon, now back with that team. And this has been his goal, and it's one step along the road of his goal. He'll have a brand new goal, and that'll be the UFC, and then he'll have a goal of a UFC champion one day.
101 to 12 total strikes.
And a
Referee Martin Geiger
pounds.
halts the bout at 3 minutes 55 seconds of round 2 due to excessive strikes. Your winner by technical knockout. And now, Aris heavyweight champion, Slim the Poison Trabelsi.
Le nouveau champion poids lourd d'Ares, mesdames et messieurs, Slim Trabelsi, on peut l'applaudir encore une fois. Slim. Viens avec moi, Slim. Champion poids lourd d'Ares, Slim. Ares champion. How does that